Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday catch-up. So here we are with you on the 31st of October 2025, Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Anyway, this week, as I say, I haven't got on as much as I wanted to, which is a bit of a shame, although we have pushed on quite a bit, as you might imagine, with the old Lysander here. So we've been working on that. And again, the drama continues, trying to get this right. Again, it's one of those ones where I think we're in the modelling world, we're our own worst critics. Let's face it. We can show our friends our models, but they don't know where the imperfections are, but we do. So again, it's one of those things I've often thought about when you're online, when you do get those very helpful people who point out it's wrong, you know, you don't need people to point it out. I know what's wrong with it. But anyway, with this particular one, we've got sync mark issues and stuff like that. You'll see about that in a moment as well on the Bronco. So again, it's just that thing of taking, a step back, saying, do you know what? I'm going to get more filler in there. So we've redone up here on these tail booms, and we've redone a sync mark that I created myself, a few little ones on the actual fuselage bits as well down in here. So whilst that was all drying, I could then get on with the Lysander and really push into that. So we got all the paintwork on that done this week. We also had some book reviews, picked up some books over at SMC that I was kindly given. So we've had a good look through those. Absolutely love them, fantastic books. There is a full review up on that one as well. Anyway, though, it all started on Tuesday, where again, it's amazing. I would love to blame the kit and the manufacturer, but yeah, no, I created this one. As you can see in this little picture here, I've got a little bit of crazing down here. I think what it is that unfortunately I used a clamp to try and hold this place into position. Clearly I'd overdone it and I've stressed out and cracked down the bottom with the glue down in this one. It's not a biggie, and I've shown about actually how to get around the problem and everything else, but as you can see down in here, it's sort of gone in there in not a brilliant way. Anyway, so quite clearly I'm talking about that, explaining it, how I'm going to get rid of it, how I'm going to fix it, and all these different areas down on here. So if you want to go off and see the vlog, also down here we talk about overspray, removing overspray and cleaning up and tidying up and all the usual bits and pieces that come with it. Also, obviously, we're talking about various bits and pieces that are going on with the actual Bronco and all the rest of it, and a few other bits and pieces on this one as well. So again, just one of those shows, straightforward vlog. It's only 10 minutes long. If you want to go off and see that one, you can see that one now. Wednesday, obviously the saga continues along with the Bronco, as you can see down in here. So again, turn the sound off. As you can see, we're working our way through on the Bronco, got all the camo onto it and everything else. And whilst I was letting those bits dry, I decided it was time to get in and have a proper look. If I can find the section. Here it is, just down in here, what's going on. And yes, lo and behold, I've created my own sync mark by using Contactia glue. As we know, the plastic is quite soft with the these kits as well. So, it's just one of those things. There's a little bit of gap underneath. I put a steel rod in there to give it strength. Where the void is, there's a bit of glue. It's allowed it to sink, and I've created a sync mark. So anyway, we talk about that one and getting rid of that right the way through. And then also we had a bit of a look around the forum at some of the group builds and SIGs that are going on at the moment. Some fantastic work, as you can see down in there. Beautiful Sea Hurricane there. And we've got a very nice early Mustang, a gorgeous Liberator, and a few other ones, and we were discussing all of those. A beautiful Schnell boat, lots of other ones down in there as well. So anyway, if you want to see that one, members, you can do as well. That was the actual Wednesday vlog that was up with you, a little bit longer. It's around about 25 minutes long, that one as well. Last night we had the live show. So usual fun and laughter and games with all the gang. So it was myself, Matt, and we had John and Corrine on as well, answering all your questions and the topical things. And we was talking about what's going on at the moment. We was talking about Matthew's new YouTube and taking over the world on social media and doing all of that, which I'll show you in a moment. Also, we were looking at the books that the review went up. Obviously, I was talking about how I'd fixed the work on the actual Bronco, and the usual thing of answering all your questions and things, and various topical things that are going on at the moment, including some very nice releases of the kits. Obviously, we're expecting the HE111. This is my old Revell one I did a long time ago, which is free to watch if anybody wants to go off and see that one. All right, so that is up with you right now on there. All right, so if you want to catch up with that one, everybody, it is available for members. You can go off and see that one. Hour and a half of a nice laid back evening, just like that. That brings us up to today, where we've got part 5 of the Lysander up. As I say, talking about paint on here. So part 4, we were talking about the priming work and doing all the priming work. Down in here, we went into the actual full painting stage. So for this, we use AK Sky on the bottom, which usual thing, it's a lacquer, no problems at all. That sprayed beautifully down. Then we lightened it up a little bit as well to do a little bit of post weathering. You can see there on the wing, and then right the way over it as well, just to give it a little bit of change. All right, then in case of getting it all masked up, so we mask up all the sky work that's likely to get any overspray, and then we went into the actual dark earth brown right the way over it. Standard REF colours on this particular one, and then spraying all of that, and then we're into the old tack worms. So I haven't done tack worms for a while. Again, probably not my favourite way of doing it, but it is an option. And as I say, it's a great way of, manipulating if you're not very good with freehand or you don't like using masks. It's somewhere in between, and it's, it's all right. You just get on with it and get them down. Good thing about them, you can rework them, reposition them, and all the rest of it to have it as you like. So they're all down in there. With those securely in place, then we can put on the green. So dark green sprayed right the way over. Then we did a little bit of lightening up, added a little bit of yellow to the actual the green mix, just to lighten it, just a tage, and then go right the way through, just like that. All right, and that will bring you up to something like, if I get this camera, there we go, something like, sorry, camera hasn't been zoomed in as you can see, but is here. So yeah, looking absolutely delightful. Again, I hate to say it, well, I don't hate to say it, I enjoy saying it, but it's a great kit. I have to say, Airfix, it's a beautiful kit. I can't fault you on that one. Airfix masks, awful, truly awful. They are probably the worst masks I've used in a long time. And I used to hate a few different types of masks, but yours are even worse because they don't stick. Basically, all of them, barring the ones that are flat, peeled, lifted, and all the rest of it off. So I'd recommend skip the Airfix ones, get the Edard ones. I've got Air ones for this. I might remask some of the areas when we put a flat coat on. Should have used them in the first place. But yes, unfortunately, the Airfix masks that they've done, if that's how they are on all of their masks, then look out. It just seems to be if there's any type of curve, they lift. Even the ones with a gentle curve on this, like around the windscreen areas, they all lifted as well on the corners. Luckily though, because I'd used AK, although they're a lacquer, they sort of react a little bit like an acrylic. So we did the usual thing of using a nice sharp cocktail stick, wooden cocktail stick, just to clean off all the overspray off of it. No problem at all. And then if you feather the edge, a little bit of acrylic airbrush cleaner, and you can give it a rub round. It gives it a fantastic look and crystal clear again. But again, from a masking point of view, the last thing you want is during your build is the masks to start to fail, lift, peel. But even though I pressed them all down, a little bit of air relifts them, and yeah, they didn't work at all well. So, but yeah, so great kit, crap masks. There we go. Honest opinion on that one. Anyway, other things that have been going on, we did have the review of these absolutely fantastic books by Eagle Productions. And yes, I think it's Eagle Productions. Sorry, I've got to find the thing on this. And yes, very, very nice. Eagle Aviation, sorry, on this one. So again, the books done by John Lakis and yeah, somebody else I can't literally pronounce. All right, as always, they are in our little section, as you can see down here. Just click on reviews at the top. All the latest reviews are down in here as always. All right, so down in here, if you love your references and your coffee type, table type books and all the rest of it, you will absolutely love these books. They are beautifully done, stunning photography, crystal clear images. And again, if you're into your modeling and you just need reference photos, I know you can go on Google and there's some great photos, but it's all in one place and it makes it very, very easy. Also, like the Qatari, absolutely gorgeous combat marked, and then the camo scheme as well on the Rafale is absolutely gorgeous. But generally just for walk around books and references and stuff like that, very, very hard to beat these books. They are absolutely gorgeous. And again, when you got the Greek ones, obviously it's a Greek company publication, so obviously it's Greek mainly led. But again, the weathering on the actual Corsairs and things like that, absolutely gorgeous. All right. So we review all 4 books. So we've got one obviously on the Rafale, we've got one on the Corsair, we've got another one down in here on the Phantom, and then obviously we've got 50 years of the Hellenic Air Force as well, which there's absolutely some stunning, stunning photos in here as well. It goes through the history from the Mirage F1 bang up to date with the actual Rafale as well. And again, some beautiful, beautiful photos in this one as well. If you're a little bit like me and you do like your sort of, you know, sort of one reference books, but also just a really nice coffee table book almost to go through, then yeah, very, very hard to beat. But generally, if you're that type of model, and I know I'm using the if word before I get slated across the internet for talking again, but it's one of those ones that just having that book is such an inspiration. You know, you're into that thing where you're just inspired to go out and build one. And honestly, I now want to go out and build a Corsair. I definitely want to do a Rafale again because I've done one for a long time, and I could do another Phantom tomorrow just because of the reference photos in here. Absolutely inspiring stuff right the way through. But generally, just very good books. Beautiful, beautiful books. Love a good book and all the rest of it. If you're not a Flory Models member, you can still see a lot of what we get up to by popping over to our YouTube page. So don't forget, like and subscribe and all the rest of it for all the latest updates. And there's videos that go up here all the time. We've got the reviews that went up here, but also I am now putting up, as well as the specials, other things as well. So up here as well, if you click on here, like free to watch videos, for instance, it's got the big playlist of all the ones we've been doing recently. But we've got currently going up there the Perfect Grade Millennium Falcon. This little guy is up here as well. So if you want to go up and have a step back in time, I did this around about 5 years ago, but you can go through and see me putting this fantastic kit together. The entire series will be going up on YouTube for you to be able to see. As I say, it is a few years old now. I did it about 3 or 4 years ago now, but you can go and see this one. And I'll be putting up every part on Sunday night as a weekly sort of series for you as well. Plus the fact all the ones down in here, all the other bits we're doing. So we've got reviews down in here. There's another part of the Millennium Falcon, and all the rest of it are up here to watch. All right, so you can see all of those ones up on our Facebook page, sorry, our YouTube page, just down in here. All right, so we've got all of these. We've got the review section, so all our reviews are down in here. We've got some of the older step-by-step video builds are down in here. We've got the bite-sized modeling ones. We've got some of the past live shows that we've done, live airbrushing courses that we've done, the specials, so obviously it's shows and various things like that that I do as specials and things, and then generally all of the other ones. So if you want to have a look at that one, please pop over to our YouTube channel, and just Flory Models. It's as simple as that. Pop that in and you'll find us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and you can see all the various stuff up on there like that as well. Over on the store, obviously we are back in stock with jigs, stands, mystery boxes all sold out this week. We've got the return of the anniversary collector set as well, because lots of people have been asking for those. So we've got a few of those up for you at the moment. And all the washes and all the DSP stuff as well is back on the site. Had a little bit of a restock. So you can get all your various stuff on here as well. So just pop along there to the florymodels.org/store. Links down below as always. Other bits and pieces going on at the moment. Don't forget PM stores, so pop along and support pmmodelsuk.com. We've got various kits up on sale and specials in there as well. So as you can see, we've got some great selections of kits up in there up at the moment. And we've got our extra special offers as well with extra discounts. Some beautiful stuff there. Fancy a Gigant? Huge monsters. You can see those there and all of the other ones. Plus the fact, don't forget, we got your back when it comes all to your paints, glues, sundries, tools, and all your other bits and pieces. You can just click on the icons down below here and you can see all about like tools and accessories, and all the other bits are down in here as well. All right, so you can just go through, have a flick through, and you can see it like that. Plus, it doesn't stop there. Matt's been very busy. This is a shameless plug for him. He doesn't know what I'm doing. But please go and like, subscribe, and all the rest of it over to the PM Models UK channel. This is Matt's channel. So there's me and him are on here as well. But also Matt's been doing some vlogs. So he's been doing some daily vlogs over the last couple of days as well. So we've got one from 4 days ago where Matt's basically talking about what's going on behind the scenes with him in the modeling world. And obviously Matt's been spending money again when he shouldn't be. So we've got some new kits down in there as well. Plus the fact all the other bits as well. So if you want to show your support, pop over there. See if we can get Matt to 4,000 subscribers by next week. That would be stunning if we can do that. So pop along there and really support him. You can see about what he's been doing and everything he's been up to just down in there. And that is about it for this week. Next week, I intend to get Lysander finished is my goal. And I want to get the Bronco completely ready for paint. That's my goal. Join me this time next week to see if I've done it. but you probably won't actually, because at this point I might be traveling to Telford. So we'll see about that one, how that one pans out as well. Anyway, don't forget, you can go off and see the reviews for the books. Absolutely beautiful. Well worth having a look at those ones. And obviously the various parts that we've been up to this week. As always, on a Friday, I'm going to leave you with your great work from the gallery. So until next week, happy modelling. Take care.